So, teamwork is a life skill. It's an interesting one, particularly because I learnt this lesson not in a hard way, but in a way I didn't expect to. Most of our project teams were all London based, and there were teams of 4 or 5, sometimes pushing out to like 5 or 6 at important milestones. So, for me to be the only person in London for quite some time, working across with a colleague in the US, it was hard, really hard. I had never worked with someone overseas. I had barely worked with anyone in this sort of context. So it was certainly a learning curve. We have this thing called daily prayers, which is basically where you sit down and go through what's going on, where the project's at, anything important that's popped up, and what you'll be doing. But the problem with doing that with the US is we couldn't do it till about 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, which was fine for my colleague because it was the start of his morning, but I had about half a day. So we got into this rhythm where I would take over the morning work. He'd send through some sort of task for me to do, or we sort of fell into a rhythm where I'd deal with scheduling in the morning and producing materials, and then he'd review in the evening, send something back. And I think it really helped us to get into that sort of rhythm. Towards the end of the project, it was becoming a lot more evident that we knew how each other worked. It was quite hard because we only ever met each other twice. So to work with someone that you barely know and you're not seeing every day is quite hard. This is certainly a life skill and links to one of my learning outcomes that I want to take a transferable skill set. And so working in a team is certainly one of those things that moves from job to job. It's not specific to any sort of industry. And that's why I really valued this experience of working with him in the US.